What's up, everyone? It's Purple Haze with another episode of Purple Shade. So, we're talking about $70 games, $60 games, $30 games, $5 games. We're talking about it all today. But before we start talking about that, I want to leave you all with a quote that I'm going to come back later on. It's actually not a quote, it's a paraphrase. And it says, the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Bonus points if you can tell me where that comes from. I'll let you know at the end and why it pertains to this conversation. So let's get into it. $70 games. You know, someone asked me, Purple, why are you willing to pay $70 for Tears of the Kingdom? How do you feel about $70 for Tears of the Kingdom? And I think they wanted me to be upset, or they wanted me to think about it really hard and say yeah, it's not worth it. But you want to know what I actually answered with? I said, well, why is Kirby's Forgotten Land $60? And they were dumbfounded. And I repeated it. Why am I paying $60 for Kirby Forgotten Land? It's on the Nintendo store. It's right there. Why do I pay $60 for that game? And then they came back with me and they said, well, that's the price of games. And it made me think, well, what is the value of a game? And you see, if you didn't know, I put a lot of the value that I place on games based upon time. So Breath of the Wild was a game that took me about 80 hours to beat the first time. And then with subsequent playthroughs and trying to get more and more achievements, I eventually went up to about 180 on one playthrough of it. Kirby Forgotten Land, spent probably 10 hours on that game. And I haven't come back to it. So basically each hour was worth $6. Breath of the Wild, each hour was worth 30 cents. So yeah, Zelda, in my opinion, is worth $70. But you want to know what? Let's think about something else. You know, that's Nintendo. That's their marketing. Nintendo fangirls, fanboys, and whoever else, they're always going to pay those prices. So let's make it a little personal to some people. Why are y'all paying $15 for Game Pass? Is it because you're getting $60 games? Let's hold there for a second. Why is a game $60? Why is a company that tells you Hi-Fi Rush is $60, so go play it on Game Pass for $15? Who said a game that's only 9 to 10 hours to beat is a $60 game to begin with? Actually, if you're paying $15, you're still probably getting ripped off based upon how long it takes to beat Elden Ring or Zelda. Hell, how long it takes to beat a Diablo. But you don't ask yourself that because you feel like you're getting a great deal at $15. You feel like you're getting a great deal across a broad range of games at $15 that will eventually leave the service. But of course, it's the lowest cost thing that we see in any subscription service. But to y'all who are paying $15, I ask, why aren't you paying $5? You see, Xbox Gold is already $10, and that's just to play multiplayer. So shouldn't the extra $5 be for the games? So why can't you just pay $5 for the games? And I already can see it. Well, Purple, it's because I use multiplayer. But some of the games I see you play, Apex Legends, is a free-to-play multiplayer game. So what multiplayer games are you playing and paying for that are worth the full $15? It should be worth $5. And before you go off on this tangent of well, you can't find those games. No, you can get those games. Have you checked the Steam library? Hell, they give half of those games away for free. Oh, you didn't see that sale? Why don't you just go get a Steam key? You get it for 90% off. You see, the value of a game is really dependent on only you or the person who's paying for that game. I obviously put time as my number one thing. And guess what? If I don't care to play it day and date, which, let me be real, 90% of the games, I don't care for day and date, then I exercise another thing called patience. Oh yeah, time and patience. Where did we hear that? Well, who knew Leo Tolstoy, when he was writing War and Peace, was talking about gaming? But yeah, time and patience, I think, is the ultimate thing when you when you want to value a game. You either don't have one or have too much of the other. And therefore, that's how you value the game. But I don't know. Let me know below what you all think is how we should value a game. Because I am just mystified about how this has just spread like wildflower. But with that said, I don't care how you game, where you game, why you game, who you game with, what you game on, how long you game. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. Just enjoy your time while you're playing. All right, later, y'all.